Yo, what's up, you guys? It's your boy, the Kryptonian Saiyan here, bringing you a review for One Piece Chapter 51. And I know that, I said earlier that one of you guys told me that Oda worked on Rurouni Kenshin as an executive. And it's funny, you tell me that, and then I read it in one of Oda's Q&As before the chapter, and then as I'm reading, right? I'm watching Zoro's sword style, right? And I don't know how many of you guys have read Rurouni Kenshin, the manga, or excuse me, or seen the anime. I suggest if you haven't read the manga, the anime is kind of old and the animation's old or whatnot, but it's a really, really rich story. I greatly recommend it. But here's the thing: Zoro's sword style reminds me of Kenshin's Hiiten Mitsurugi style. Some of the attacks and the way that he's being drawn, like right here, like he's crouched down, he's low to the ground, swords are drawn, and that's one of the ways that Kenshin attacked. And granted, in this shot right here, Hawkeye is using this little small blade, but at different points during this chapter, I found myself thinking I was reading Rurouni Kenshin again, because the last arc of Kenshin was never animated. So that's how I actually ended up getting into the manga. But on another note though, right, getting back to this chapter, I really appreciated Luffy stopping Johnny and Yosuke from jumping in, because Zoro needed to see this fight go out the way that it did. Even though he used the hidden technique, the 1,000 blades, I believe it's called. Let me double check that. Yeah, 3,000 worlds. Well, even then, right? Like, I really appreciate Luffy telling them to back the hell up, because Zoro was told at the beginning of the fight that he is nothing but a bullfrog croaking in a pond. And we find out, there's this really cool diagram that shows the different seas, and apparently the East Blue is the weakest out of all of them. And what ends up being told to Zoro that really sends him over the edge is, well, I'm not going to hunt a rabbit with a cannon. That's why I'm using this knife. This is the smallest knife I have. And we get these really cool sequence of shots where Hawkeye is holding off Zoro with nothing but that small ass hunting knife. I mean, look at this, man. This is impressive. Like, this is impressive. I don't know what is going on, but Zoro says, I didn't come all this way to lose. I don't know what's going on in terms of the power scales, because I feel like they're still being established, but this goes a long way. I don't think that it's a mistake. This is one of these parallels and symbolisms I told you guys I've been taking notes of. Luffy is seeing what an admiral pirate can do when he looks at Don Krieg, and Zoro is seeing what the greatest swordsman can do. So this is really key right here. This is key for both of them. I'm wondering if Luffy is going to struggle in a similar fashion. I'm not thinking so. I think that Don Krieg is going to reveal that he's one of the weaker pirates, one of the weaker admirals. But Zoro is facing the top dog, and he is seeing just how far he has to go. In one of my Black Clover reviews recently, the Sorcerer Emperor tells Asta, hey, you should get a good look at the mountain, the base of the mountain you're trying to climb, because the Sorcerer Emperor just takes out 6 or 7 of the people who capture Asta like it was nothing. And that's what's going on here. And right after Zoro gets stabbed, right after he gets stabbed, that's when Hawkeye tells him, like, look, you can either give up and have your guts spilled out, or you can either keep fighting, have your guts spilled out, or you can give up and you may live. And Zoro tells him, I can't give up. I have a goal to accomplish. And just to see that he is holding on to his dream and have the different flashbacks, oh my god, like, this is well timed, the way that those flashbacks are going, and the fact that they're either in between panels or they're right above the action. I mean, this was really, really nice. Very well done by Oda, man. I can't wait to see this animated. And the chapter ends off with basically Zoro, he's been acknowledged. Hawkeye tells him, I'm going to remember that name. So he's been acknowledged. So Zoro has enough to where he's not just seen as an ant. Maybe he's a dog now, you know, but at least he's bigger than what he was. And Zoro, while he does get cut up, and it looks like he's in some pretty big ass trouble, because Luffy, look at that expression on Luffy's face right there. Like, Luffy's going ape shit, and for good reason, because it looks like Zoro might have gotten disemboweled. Now, obviously, he's going to win, but right there, or not win, but live. But right there, look at that, man. Like, that's the look of somebody who is content with their fate. Oh my God, this is good. This is really good, man. Like, and the guy pulled out the big sword. You know, the one that he used to take out that ship. Really interested to see how Zoro gets out of this one, guys. But, man, that's it for this review. I don't have a chapter question for you guys, man, because I feel like if I ask a question on my mind, I'm just going to be repeating myself. But, so just have free reign in the comment section below. But that's it for this review. If you liked anything I had to say, make sure you comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Greatly appreciate it, as always. Thanks for watching.